Okay, so I'm gonna be spending 100 days playing Theme Park Tycoon 2, and this is part 2. We're on day 32, I think. Last episode, we made this entire thing. If you haven't seen part 1 of this series, at the top right corner, there will be a little link. You can press that and watch part 1. Now we're gonna be building a brand new theme right here. We are on day 33, as you can see right here, so we're going to just build until about 60 something. I don't know what day, but to know what theme we're gonna be building on this huge area on the left side right here, we're gonna be spinning the wheel to see our theme. Here is the wheel of destruction, and we have so many themes on here, like Willy Wonka, Minecraft. We have things like villages. We have like fantasy, which I would be so excited to build. We have steampunk, which actually would really fit in with this Western theme. So let's see what we get. Okay, this is determining what we're gonna be building for the next couple hours of our days. Okay, we got the space theme, which actually I'm pretty excited to build. So we're gonna close this. We're gonna be making the space theme, I guess. So we're gonna take out this plot right here just because we need some more space. 40,000. We don't even have that much money left, guys. Hopefully our money doesn't run out, but we will be making this space theme. Since it's a space theme, we should probably make it pretty high up. But before we start building it, we have another wheel we're gonna spin to see what kind of attraction we're gonna put in the space themed area. Okay, here's our attractions wheel. There's a show, a coaster, a water ride, or a dark ride. I don't think a water ride would look that good, so I hope it's one of these three right here. Dark ride would actually be pretty cool, kind of like Space Mountain, but let's see what we get. Okay, dark ride. Oh wait, is it actually gonna be a dark ride? And oh my goodness, it barely went to water ride. We have to work with a water ride, guys. Water doesn't even fit with the space theme. How am I supposed to make a water ride? I guess we have to do space and a water ride. These are all the water rides. There's a river rapids, a swan boat. I don't think the swan boats is the right idea, but I think splash boats might be what we go for here. All right, after looking at a lot of like reference photos and stuff for my space water ride, the sun came up, so we're gonna add a day to our counter. We're on day 34. I think we're just gonna stay on this level, and the path will be on this level, but the actual like rides and like main things will be on other levels of terrain. We will be digging down and adding water really deep down too, so don't worry, it won't be boring, but the path will be just right here. And here's gonna be the transition from Western to space. The floor is going to be painted like a very light color, and I believe we're gonna do either metal or plastic. Let's try metal, and we'll try the whitest white we can get, and we're gonna paint it all the way to about this building, like right here. Well, actually, maybe we'll paint a little bit more Western. Yeah, maybe one more row of Western, and then it's straight into the space realm. I think I do like this metal white stuff. Maybe if we do plastic, it might be better, so let's try doing plastic, but I think the metal might work. Guys, I don't know which one I like better, the metal or this plastic. I think for now we're gonna keep it as the metal, but we might change it back to the plastic. I don't know, we'll see. And we are gonna be still using these default paths, but I'm gonna be adding primitives around it to make it look way more round and like space-y, if that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, you'll see, I guess. So we are gonna take out a ton of terrain, a heck ton. We might as well just clear out a ton of the terrain. What the? Literally out of nowhere, there's just random holes in this plot. Oh, is this our money farm, guys? I think this is our money farm. Okay, we're just gonna delete the spiral ride. I don't care if it's there. I think the money farm is under here, but not under like the areas over here. So I think we're good. This is literally how big the space area is gonna be. Very big, but we're gonna dig down a lot, and then we're just gonna start building the space area. And I am losing some sunlight here, but I feel like taking out terrain won't be too hard without sun. Yeah, we're just gonna work on this for a little bit, and we'll see how far we get. Okay, we took out most of the terrain right here, and it is daytime again somehow. That was actually really fast. So 35. We're gonna start mapping out our path right here. So I'm basically just gonna start building our path to see how this goes. I do think it will get thinner though, so we'll take out a little layer of the path so that it will be smooth later, but I do want to just start building the path. Maybe there will be a path this way, so then there's a path to actually go to like the actual ride, and then there'll be a path going this way to like the other land over here, and then there'll be another path this way to maybe like a restaurant or something. Maybe we'll make this part a little bigger actually, and there'll be some stairs right here going down to something. Not really sure what yet, but something. Or maybe the stairs should be right here at like the entrance. I think I like that idea better. And maybe we'll delete this little clump of paths right here just because I want there to be space for the other path going down. The sun reflects on this thing so brightly. And then this path, I don't know where it will go. Maybe this might be the entrance of the ride. So it'll go down here. There'll just be some normal paths, and then the entrance will be like over here or something. And then maybe it'll connect to this one right here. And then it comes this way and it connects. And now we're gonna see where we're gonna add some water over here. So all this right here will be some water. And we might as well make everything right here water. I think we will. We're just gonna add water everywhere basically. And under the water, so we don't see grass, we're gonna paint it all concrete, I think. Some more concrete over here, and then some more concrete over here. We might as well just paint everything concrete at this point. I know that area is pretty lit up. It's like medium lit up. I'm gonna make this area over here super lit up. Oh, I got this concrete. No. This area's gotta be this brown rock. Okay, we're gonna add our water in 3, 2, 1. Water! Whoa, that looks so cool. Look at that. Oh, and the sun is coming up. Perfect timing. Okay, this turned out so much better than I expected it to turn out from the beginning. I guess now let's start building some space stuff, I guess. And this does look a little funky right here, so we're gonna try to fix these paths a little bit. So it's gonna be more of like a normal circle. Why isn't that path being removed? Why is it not going away? Oh, it's a piece of terrain. That makes more sense. Okay, so now this actually looks like a normal theme park. None of this looks like a normal theme park, let's be honest, but it looks like something that could exist. And now we can start making the paths curvy. I feel like this is good. We're gonna grab some primitives and we're gonna start to make these paths look smooth and not all jaggedy like they are right now. What the heck? I missed even more concrete? How is that even possible? I swear I had gotten everything. Wait, maybe we need a little double check to see if we got everything. Okay, I'm pretty sure we got everything. We are making this path a little bit thinner so then we can put the primitives a little more freely. People will still be able to walk through here, just not as freely as before. Okay, this first path actually looks super cool. This is gonna be like the main path. There'll probably be some food stalls. I don't know, something over here. Oh shoot, there's a tiny little corner that we forgot to do. We'll do that later when we do all this. But now we're gonna do this little path down here. This one's gonna be, I guess, another main path. These two are the ones that lead to the actual ride. This is just the one that leads to like the other land. So let's just build this little path right here now. Oh, and the sun is rising, so we can add another day. Boom. We're gonna finish off this path right here. We're not even halfway through, aren't we? Dang it. But once we do finish this path, we're just gonna start building the ride, I think, because there's nothing much else to start doing. And maybe we'll actually make a little entrance here too, because I feel like we should have a little entrance to this land right here. It could have like little rockets on the sides or something. It'll be cool. 38 right there. We are just placing one more piece, so let me finish this one last piece here. Okay, we finished it. Look at that. Now we're just gonna make the little entrance for the actual space area. Okay, we're gonna try to make some stuff up to make this entrance look good. If it doesn't look good, we'll just redo it, I guess. So I want this pole to kind of just stick out. Bear with me, guys. This might not look good and I might just destroy all of it, but for now, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, there's one of the arches. I don't think this is gonna look good based off of this one, but let's still do it, I guess. Halfway through my weird arch thing that I'm probably gonna destroy, the sun came up. We finished this entrance right here. It took me a very long time because I did like 2 or 3 other tries for this entrance, and at the end this was like the 3rd one. So right next to the big entrance there's a little sign right here. It'll say space something, I don't know, something to do with space. And we are gonna build some buildings actually, because I don't really want to start the ride yet. Let's just make some buildings. These buildings are gonna be super like futuristic, spacey looking buildings, and so here we go. And we should probably add some lanterns too, so before we make the buildings, let's make some lanterns. These lanterns are gonna look so much different than the Western lanterns because those are wooden. These are gonna be very different. I think a light orb is the way to go for this. Whoa, okay, yes. And then obviously we're gonna paint it this like bluish color, that color right there. And maybe we can have some of this white color around too. Maybe like the bottom and the middle ones right here. Yep, this is probably what it's gonna look like. So we're gonna make this less bright, but a lot more range right here. And now let's make like one of these over here, and then another one here, and then maybe one more over here. This is where blueprints would be super helpful in this game, because you can just like copy and paste this one lantern everywhere. Ugh, but we don't have that. Oh, and the sun is coming up. 42 days, let's go. Okay, now that we have 3 here, we're gonna add probably another 3 down here and probably 1 right here too. Yep, we still got a couple more of these lanterns to go. Guys, what the frick is happening? I'm not even walking. I guess some lag came up, but we did finish making all of these lanterns. We have a couple over here. We have, oh my gosh, I'm in the water now. We have like 4. I think I made one right here, and then we have like 4 right here at the bottom. They didn't take way too long, I'd say. So it was pretty good. Space theme is like hard to build. I don't know what to build. I think I'm gonna build some kind of building right here. Maybe I'll make like a gigantic rocket ship right here, and then it'll just like, you know, splash down from the rocket ship. That would be pretty cool. I might actually make the station right here. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is make the entrance of the ride right here, but then make the queue go all the way over here for the station. And we're gonna have to clear out all of this terrain because the station's gonna be pretty darn big. So I think just about like this. Gonna clear out a couple more things here. I should probably use edit terrain height. Yep, this is so much faster. Oh my gosh, this makes life so much easier. I found a picture online of a space building and it looks so cool. I think I might do that building for like, you see this circle like thing right here? I think I might make the building on top of this so it's almost like a little bit of shade. This is the building right here. There's a couple better pictures actually, like this. Look at this building. And I think I'm gonna make these like pole things that go up, but like right here in this circle. We're gonna try to make that. We'll see if it looks good. So first we need to find a middle point. So let's just kind of guess a middle point. So let's grab a primitive wherever they are. Let's say the middle was like right there. No, right there. No, there. Now let's make one of these cubes sticking out like that on the path, and then we'll make it slanted just a little bit right here like that. Okay, perfect, perfect. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so this we're basically just gonna model one piece out and then duplicate it on all 5 of the sides. It's blinding me. Look how bright these pieces are. And we are gonna make like a big circle maybe in the middle, so I'll just kind of make a circle, and there's gonna be something right when they all connect. So we'll make something right here, and they'll connect very soon right here. Okay, so basically now we're just gonna grab this and replicate it on every single one of the 5 points, I guess. It turns nighttime right at the most important part of this thing. I missed one singular piece. Wait, this actually looks like that machine from The Incredibles. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I'll show a picture up here of that machine thing. It looks exactly like that. The only thing that's missing is this to be like 20 times bigger, like that. Perfect. That looks exactly like that machine. And I'm still not walking properly, which is weird, but it's fine. I think maybe I could add like a spaceship kind of thing. So what if I use this piece right here? I want to see if I can fit the observation tower exactly there in the middle, and if I can, that might be the one. I think it's perfect, guys. Dang, I did not realize I did it exactly on the grid. Actually, it's not exact, but it is close enough to the point where I'm just gonna do it. Oh my gosh, I keep getting myself stuck in here. And then maybe at the end of each of these, we'll make like a little piece. I don't know, something. Now it's actually perfect because it barely like slides past these pieces, which is perfect because it's kind of what I want it to do. Oh, and maybe we can do glass for this like bottom. Yes, it does look good. And maybe for a fence, we'll just do custom fences, I think. Oh, wait, isn't there like a glass fence? I feel like there's a glass fence. Yes, there is. Now that we've put these fences, I think we're gonna use this style of fence for the entire thing. Like, you know, we need a fence here so then people don't die and fall off. And I think I might just make custom fences that look almost exactly like these right here. Okay, here's a little entrance. We're gonna make a sign that kind of hangs under this, but this is the idea for it. Day 45, we're almost halfway through this challenge. Oh my gosh, I got myself stuck. How did this even happen? I keep getting myself stuck in the most random places. Okay, now let's actually work on the actual ride. And then one will be right here in the middle, and it'll just go over here. And then I should probably make this a Q path because it is a Q path. Maybe shift a little bit to the right, and then it's gonna start going up, which is, I don't know where the up one is. And now let's just go up and another one up, and then that's pretty good. So let's start building straight again. Perfect. Okay, now let's keep doing this. One down, one straight, one down, one straight, and we're down. Now the problem is, what ride should we actually do? I am gonna consider the water coaster as a water ride because obviously its name is water coaster. And then in water rides there is the log flume, which actually the log flume wouldn't be bad either, but I think I actually might go with the water coaster so we can actually build the ride. We're gonna take out all of this terrain. Okay, this is actually super super clean now. Look how many things are just gone. So I want it to be like in the water because it's a water ride. So we're going to go to rest and then do this one right here. So it goes into the water. I don't know how much into the water though. Maybe like right there. And then right here, it's going to go up into a chain lift, our very first chain lift. It's not going to be a very big one though. So I'm going to try to make it pretty small actually. This will be like a little drop and I think it'll still be indoors probably. I don't know. We'll see. And then right here, I believe it'll be outdoors and we'll start making something. And then it has like a little area. We might change this later, but for now it's just going to have like a little area there. And it's going to basically just like splash the water, not really go in it. And then right here, it's going to get prepared for the second chain lift and that's going to be the big splash. And then it stops right here. And then this is going to be inside of the rocket ship, which I'm going to make. It's going to be very, very cool. And then the drop is going to be right here, a little bit more right here. All of this, and then it's splashes down this way. Why doesn't the splashdown work? Oh, it has to be on the node grid. So what we might have to do is just make it on the grid, which kind of sucks, but I guess we have to do it. And then splashdown start right here. And then this is where it'll go in like a little circle right here. And then it'll go under the little bridge thing, then under this little bridge thing, and then it'll come here and connect back to the coaster. Okay, let's try out this coaster. I don't know if it's gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna be horrible. We're gonna try it though. So little area here. This is gonna be slower hopefully, so I'm gonna make it a little slower because it's going a bit fast maybe. And then here's the first chain lift, which we might make a little higher, but I don't know yet. And then you can see literally the planes right there. We'll delete that at the end, but not yet because I need the money, and that ride makes me so much money. This way, and then it's gonna go back up the chain lift. So right now we're in that ship and it's going to be all of this round thing that we just went through. That's going to be all of the rocket. And now here's the big splash at the end. It doesn't look like that much of a splash here, but it is. And it does go a little fast at the end there, but I think that's good. Yeah, the only problem is only one can go at a time. So we do have to make like a little station thing for multiple to go at a time. So we're going to build block breaks right there. And what we're actually going to do, so then there are going to be multiple carts, we're going to make those block breaks literally do absolutely nothing. So block breaks, 19% there. So now let's see if the other ride, yes, look, the other ride is actually going. Okay, so this is perfect. And then there's just like a little section here where you're just kind of roaming around the water. We just have to make some fences. We just copy these and just make them not on the grid, so it's gonna be a little harder. We have to make this entrance of the ride. We have to make the little queue path pretty. We have to make the station and then this indoor area and the rocket ship, and then we're all done. Let's might as well just take out all of this concrete right here because why not? And then some paths right there. Let's place the fences on these things. All of this, we're just kind of finishing up the fences. I don't think this will need a fence because this is just going to be a wall, so we probably don't need it, but on the other side we definitely do. And then we're going to make the exit just right here, so it's just going to be right beside the actual path, and it's gonna connect right here. And maybe for the door we can do a little cool design right here. Yes, that looks so good. Now we're gonna do that exact same thing on the other side, I think. Perfect. Now we have tunnels on both sides right as the sun is about to set, but it looks so sick. And also there's this weird white line under all of these, so now I have to grab the primitive and stick it out a little bit for every single one of these primitives. And to add some detail in here, since it is kind of plain if you look at it, we're gonna make some like triangle things. So it's like this is the triangle thing, and then it's gonna be a little thinner and a little wider this way, and that's a triangle thing. And then we'll just make them detailed by like making them smaller and wider and then adding stuff to these triangles. And then we'll add like the little loading station lines right here. I don't know what to make them. I'm just gonna make some weird lines and just call it good. The sun has finally come up and we have 50 days left to do this. Only 50 days, that means we're halfway through the challenge, which means you're probably halfway through this video, aren't you? And we totally didn't miss making one of these primitives. We're all good. We didn't miss anything. Don't you worry. Obviously, we did miss something, but it's fine. Okay, now you're just a dude wandering in and you're like, whoa, this ride looks cool. Let's go win. And oh my gosh, there's literally no lighting. I think what we're gonna do is add some neon lights to these little triangle things. Maybe that'll be cool. And then maybe we'll put some neon lights on this one too. We're gonna make poles right here on the edges of these things that I just built for some reason. They look cool, so we're sticking with it. And it's gonna continue down like a stripe down the entire side of the wall. And I think before we start making the rocket ship and doing all the fun stuff, we're gonna do one more of the boring things. I know, very boring. We'll go through it super fast so then you don't have to see a lot of it, but I still have to go through all of it. It's gonna be making the fences for the entire thing. I know in the game there's a smile right here, but in real life that smile is not there. Oh my gosh, I keep getting stuck. It is getting to nighttime, but I am just still gonna make these fences here. And we'll probably just start with the glass first, and then later we'll add all the poles and stuff. Oh my gosh, I cannot see this glass for the life of me. Okay, the sun is rising, and we finally finished the glass for one of the sides. So we have to make the poles for all of this side right here, and then we have to make the other side, and then that side, and then that side, and then all the other sides. Oh, guys, our running is back. We can actually run now. So it's been an entire day. The sun is literally smack down in the middle. It's just so hard to see exactly where the glass is. Look, you can't even notice there's glass there, but look, I'm running into it right now. If we paint this all this color, oh my gosh, you can see the glass so much better. Guys, I literally finished all the glass like twice as fast as usual just because it's all this color now. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna paint all this so I can do the poles easier too. Perfect. I'm gonna do that to the other side real quick, like this one over here, because there's another staircase, but I'm gonna go do that. Also, I feel like here there should be like some kind of thing that covers it so you can't see in the station. So I'm either gonna add some water emitters, which wouldn't be bad because, you know, it's a water ride, or some smoke emitters. Okay, so we made the stairs. They look good, and what doesn't look good is the water. It literally doesn't cover anything. I might just keep it though because it's water and it's a water ride. And now we're gonna spend another couple days making the fences up here. So like all of this line all the way to the end, and then another line all the way here, and yeah. All right, so the sun is coming up again. I'm almost done with the glass completely. Look, we did this entire site in about a day and a half, but I'm gonna stop here because I don't think we're gonna have time to actually make our fourth theme. So I think right here we're just gonna cut it off and maybe make some kind of pier or something. I don't know. We're gonna cut it off right here though, and then we're going to just finish. Oh my gosh, why is this one darker than the rest? All right, guys, we're on the last two poles, and the sun is coming up. We should probably add a day. We're on 58. Dang, the days went super quickly, but we're just gonna add two last poles to this fence, and then I kind of want to just start working on the spaceship because that's the most fun out of all the things we're gonna do here. So I need to get some reference photos for this rocket ship. So this is gonna be our reference picture. This one might even be better. Yeah, it's better. So let's just build this, I guess. I don't know where to start. How do I build this? Okay, that's our first piece. That's gonna be this white part right here with a point at the top, and then we're gonna bring it all the way down here. Maybe I'll make it like way taller. I feel like making this way taller will make it even better, like that tall. You know what? I don't hate that. And now let's do the two big poles on the sides as well. These might actually interfere with the coaster, which is good because then we can make a little inside part. Oh, the sun is already coming up. All we built was literally the rocket ship, and the sun is coming up again. So I don't know what's happening with the time. Now we're gonna actually build the real spaceship or the space shuttle that's like in front of this. I probably shouldn't have done these lines right here because they're just gonna get covered by the space shuttle. Now it's space shuttle time. This thing looks so complicated to build, guys. It's not just a whole cylinder like these are. It's like a square and then a cylinder at the top. So let's try to build that instead. So we're just gonna do a normal primitive, I think. There's so many angles in these wing things, it's just way too much. Okay, this is the outline of the nozzle. Not too bad. And now I basically just have to do a lot of primitive work in the back, the front, everywhere. I almost forgot that there is like a little engine thing at the bottom, and there's one more of these like flipper things. Honestly, I don't know what they're called, but these things, there's one more sticking out, and the engine. So let's make those two last things, and I think we're done. I feel like there's a tiny bit more detail we could add. There's some detail up here for like the window part, and these are supposed to be like this bluish color, but maybe a little darker than that. Okay, we're done. I think now let's just start working like on this area. There's just gonna be one closed off area right here, and that's like the only closed off area for the rest of this entire park. Maybe we could do a building that's kind of the style of this right here. It has these little lines coming out of it randomly, so let's build that. And there isn't enough of this blue color in this park yet, so I feel like making these the blue color might not be the worst idea. Okay, so I found some kind of thing that I can build. It actually isn't looking bad. You know that one thing in Space Mountain where there's like the one tunnel and it's like glowing and stuff? I can make something like that. I feel like that would be cool. So I might do something like that. Okay, guys, so we have a little special guest. It's Bastings, and he really wants to put his statue in the well. So we're gonna let him put his statue in the well. He has this really cool Pandora park that we're going to be showcasing if he ever finishes it. So when he does, watch out for for that video. Dang, look at this park. It looks so good. I am so excited to showcase this thing once it is completely done. But for now, it is the best Pandora park I've ever seen. It's so cool. Maybe he could put it in this bucket right here. This would be kind of funny. And it is daytime again, which means 66. That is 2/3 of the way done with this challenge. I am going to be done with this space theme really soon. It's just taking me extra long. The Western theme literally took me less time than this one. We're just going to build the last building and just a little bit of the inside, and then we're basically done. Okay, this is starting to look a little interesting, but right here there's going to be a little turn, so it might be a little better. Okay, I think I'm completely done with the outside of this ride, which means we have to make the entire inside. Oh my gosh. So this is the thing from Space Mountain I was talking about. There's probably some better pictures in here. Yeah, these are some better pictures. So I just kind of want there to be neon lights, something cool inside of this area right here. Alright, so we did finish all of this. I think, is it nighttime? It might almost be day 69. Oh, it is daytime, just barely. So we did basically finish it. The only one thing we didn't finish was the area right here, like this one right here. So I think for now, we're just gonna leave it just like this. And later, if I have time at the very end or just on my own time after the challenge, I'll actually decorate this inside. So I think we're gonna be done with part 2, and then part 3, we will be building the next area, which I still don't know what the next theme will be because we're going to be spinning the wheel. See you in part 3 when we spin the wheel for the very last area. Thanks for watching this part 2, and I think this turned out super good. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.